pulling out, getting the block.
Foster on hand, watching from the sidelines. The Steelers opened this game with 6 pass plays. Now they've started the second half, their first series, with 6 running plays with Bell. And they just keep giving it to him. Stutter step, but just a couple. We've got an update. Huge game in the AFC South. Let's go back to the studio.
Classic Gore.
Watch Frank Gore take this screen pass from Andrew Luck, keep his balance, take it in. They cut the Houston lead to 16-10, trailing by 6 in the third quarter. You're talking about Pittsburgh linemen and Pittsburgh weather, guys.
Jim, Phil, and Tracy.
All right, thank you, guys. What an effort there by Frank Gore as the Colts found themselves down 16-3, trying to fight back. Wild happenings with Tennessee winning. All those teams coming in at 6-6. 3rd and 3. Roethlisberger is the man. It's Hamilton.
Just give this to the offensive line 100%. Watch the protection, and then let's look downfield. The first original look by Roethlisberger looking to his left. Nobody's open, but the extra time and him moving allowed the defense to separate so much. But he finds Hamilton for the big completion. Hey, that was stoned at the line of scrimmage. Defensive line made no penetration at all to Ben Roethlisberger.
Back to Le'Veon. Looks around, waits, goes to the 5, another 8 yards, just going the distance here with D'Angelo Williams inactive, missing his 5th consecutive game with a knee.
Well, let's just watch it from behind again. 45 gets in there looking for somebody to block, but just another good read. Nix is trying to find somebody. There's nobody to hit because they've cleared him out. And, you know, if Le'Veon Bell was a quarterback, you'd say he makes the right decision where to throw the football every time.
That's a great analogy. He does figure out a way and waits for it, but he picks those spots almost every time accurately. 2nd and 2. Got a 2-touchdown game. He's looking for another one here, and he's got it without him being touched. Le'Veon Bell.
That was an awesome drive. They were just running straight ahead, and that time they weave it back, and they have Nix leading the way. Really, by the time he makes the block, Le'Veon Bell's into the end zone.
Touchdown number 3 for Le'Veon Bell. 149 yards on the ground.
DeCastro sealed off Brandon Spikes, who's the run specialist linebacker for the Buffalo Bills.
Bell had 72 of their 82 yards on that drive.
Wow.
Boswell's extra point, good again.
Well, that'll take the spirit out of your football team, getting it run right down your throat.
Oh, why the Phelps face? Old computer slowing you down? Is it a real drag? You know.
I know. New computers are super fast.
And yet here you are with a new world record for the slowest computer.
You know about it. Now do something about it. Upgrade to a new PC powered by Intel.
What is he doing?
I have no clue.
Here's one of our best elves, hard at work.
What's right there?
Nothing.
A touchdown. Come on.
Santa, the Davidsons are here to see our workshop.
Oh, well, hello. This is my sleigh. It's how I deliver all the presents by myself.
Santa, you got anything else going to Albany?
By myself.
Ship with FedEx Ground at FedEx Office. It's how the holidays arrive.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda, KBB.com's best value brand. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event and discover the Pilot, CR-V, and new Ridgeline right now at your Honda dealer.
With free shipping all season long, Best Buy makes gift giving easy. Why, if we made the holidays any easier, Nutcrackers would actually do something useful.
What's burning?
Nothing.
Hot, hot, hot!
Holiday gifting made easy at Best Buy.
Catch Matt LeBlanc in a new Man with a Plan, CBS Monday after Kevin Can Wait.
They threw it once on that touchdown drive, Phil, the pass to Hamilton. The rest, they just relied on Munchak's offensive line to lead the way for Le'Veon Bell. 8 carries on that drive, 72 yards.
Nothing like an offensive line with attitude. That's what they showed that time in that drive.
Yeah, you definitely saw it there. Bell, the first since Willie Parker, 100-yard game and 3 touchdowns for a Steeler.
Love smart solutions? Try the Philips Norelco Shaver 5000. Re-engineered to follow the contours of your face. It's twice as comfortable as our top-selling shaver. Be your best you. Innovation and you. Philips Norelco. Save up to $50 on Philips Norelco.
She's the reason the good times are great. And the reason the tough times are easier. Because she's your best friend. And your true love. Presenting the Ever Us 2-Stone Diamond Collection. New rings, necklaces, earrings, and bracelets. 1 diamond for your best friend, 1 diamond for your true love. For the one woman who's both. Ever Us. Available at Kay, Jared, and Zales.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda. KBB.com's best value brand. Hurry in to the Happy Honda Day sales event and discover the Civic, Fit, and HR-V. Right now at your Honda dealer.
So you want to know your heart rate when you're doing this, or this, or this, maybe not this, but this, or even this, which means you should probably wear this. Beat yesterday with Vivo Active HR from Garmin.
Don't miss TV's #1 drama, NCIS, new Tuesday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Garmin Fitness. Let's beat yesterday. And by Honda. Hurry in for great deals during Happy Honda Days.
They're bundled up in Buffalo, hoping the Bills can somehow find a spark. Down 21-7. 5.5 to go in the third. Taylor has the time, has the target, got a flag out. Clay goes out of bounds near the 50. Looks like it's coming back. At least the Steelers think so. It was a 27-yard gain if it somehow holds up.
There's a blitz, great protection. Clay against Bud Dupree, tough matchup.
We have an illegal shift, 2 men in motion and 1 didn't get set. Number 11 offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Well, Goodwin, I think it was, that went in motion, so they're saying he went in motion before the other receiver was set. I saw it and watched it. I thought it was close. But now, of course, couldn't see the flag because of the snow on the field.
So back to the 20, 1st and 15. Taylor cuts his losses as again Sean Davis has come up from the free safety position. He's been in on a couple of sacks, been around the quarterback a number of times today.
Yep. Yeah, listen, this is not new. This is the new Sean Davis, a rookie, number 28. This time he just hesitated. Again, near the line of scrimmage. Every time he's been up there today, just about every time he has found a way to get into the backfield. But against the Giants last week, made some great tackles, had an interception one time, and Eli Manning saw him at the last second and threw it the other way.
2nd and 15. Give it to McCoy. McCoy stepping at the 30 and swarmed under at the 31. Week 14 continues later today. Fox has the doubleheader window. Check your local listings. Plus tonight, Cowboys and Giants on NBC. Ravens and Patriots, a good one tomorrow night. Monday Night Football, ESPN.
Our boy James Harrison, who we had a chance to talk to last night, maybe was in on that last tackle, and big old number 92. He's got a second career going in
a renaissance.
Yeah, here in Pittsburgh, and it's good.
He's making plays like it looks like 8 years ago or something. Third down, 3rd and 4. Bills need to do something here. Knocked down, incomplete. That's Cockrell who denied the pass to Clay.
Really well done. Timed it right. Top of your screen, number 31 comes off the outside receiver Woods, saw the throw and was quick enough to get in there and knock it down. And I think they thought they were going to take advantage of Ross Cockrell today, and it's not worked out that way for this Bills offense.
Cockrell has stepped up. Again, a player that was drafted into the league just 3 years ago by the Bills, and then picked up as a free agent last year after the Bills cut him.
There's been a difference in this defense. The play of the corners, Artie Burns, Ross Cockrell, of course, Sean Davis coming as a rookie safety.
Antonio Brown pointing, looking for a block up ahead. The angle cut off by Schmidt, the punter.
I don't think he's been hit yet as a punt return. He gets out of bounds every single time.
18-yard run back that time, Phil, off the 47-yard punt. Got to think more Le'Veon Bell is headed your way after the break.
I gotta get out of here. Which way? I don't know. What am I looking for? Something I can't see. I can feel it. It's magic. Sauvage. Dior.
Available at Macy's.
The most magical time of the year is also the perfect time to take home a new Honda. Like the Accord, the best-selling car in America. Hurry into the Happy Honda Day sales event, only at your Honda dealer.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. When we keep on the sunny side of life.
There are those who love sriracha and those who haven't tried it. And for a limited time, Wendy's Bacon Sriracha Fries are the perfect introduction. Sriracha-infused aioli and applewood smoked bacon, all for $1.99. And at Wendy's, there's more sriracha to come.
Survivor Wednesday is the final battle
I've never been more focused.
in the culture war clash.
Fight and see who comes out on top.
Which generation will win
I set my mind to winning this game.
and become the sole survivor?
Time to fight to the death, baby.
The Survivor season finale, followed by the live reunion show, CBS Wednesday.
Look at Carl Johnson, line judge, like everyone else.
Yeah,
trying to find a way to get through this.
Getting his head down there, I like
Right.
it. Oh, well, he's from Louisiana, so this is a little different. And Carl used to be the head of officiating here in the NFL. Great job back out on the field.
There you go, back to Bell. Flag out. Took a 4-yard loss, got back to the line of scrimmage.
Offside, number 94, who lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
You know, Jim, you're a guy that you've said his name a lot today, so we're going to say it a couple more times.
Rosie Nix.
Rosie Nix, I like that. Just watch these blocks. He's like a lineman. They can't get away from him. Then special teams. You've called his name there a few times. How about that seal block on Brown? And then just let me push a few people in the end zone for my man, Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, he led the way, didn't he?
Gosh. I mean, they got pulling guards, tight ends, fullback that can do it. I had anxiety as an offensive coordinator what play to call.
1st and 5. Give Bell another big chunk. Another 10. And a good block. Here's another unsung hero, B.J. Finney.
You said it. We got a great view today. We can see these guys. Watch 67 pull around there. And this man can run. Gets leverage. I mean, Le'Veon Bell sometimes is 5, 6, 7 yards down the field before anybody even has a chance to make a tackle. Finney looks like a big fullback, doesn't he? He just got so big he finally had to put his hand on the ground. He's in great shape. Run, boy, he can run.
Keep giving him the football, looking around, looking for something. A wiggle or two and a gain of 3 and a flag out.
Holding. Number 67, offense, 10-yard penalty.
Well, Finney, we just spoke of.
First down.
It is your last chance to vote for the 2017 Pro Bowl. Voting ends on Tuesday night. Just go to NFL.com/Pro Bowl. Vote. Two of the top running backs in the league, and what they've done today.
Well,
4-1 total yardage. Bell.
LeSean McCoy just hasn't had enough chances. It seems like the Steelers have had the ball the whole football game.
Bell breaks one. Bell's inside the 40, inside the 30, and down to the 20.
Let's go back. He made a penalty, but B.J. Finney and Roosevelt Nix, left guard and the fullback. Nice block. Fullback. Oh, he trips.
And guess what? You've always said I was ahead of my time.
Yes.
He's got a 1,000-yard season.
There you go. But in one context did I say you were ahead of your time?
Yeah, it wasn't in this one. It wasn't by.
But hey, let me just say this: we're watching this offense. Now, the spread now to the power run game.
The running back in here, 2 sides. Takes it inside the 20. Bell with 192 off that last one that went for 33.
What a combination. This talent. We talked about Mike Munchak, the offensive line coach, Todd Haley, the offensive coordinator. You know, I'm going to say it. I usually don't get into this business, but I will. Don't you think it's about time that Todd Haley gets another head job in the NFL? The league that's void of good offensive coordinators. How many years does he have to do it here in Pittsburgh and show all the ingenuity, everything they do, all the packages, and what he's done for Ben Roethlisberger before he gets another chance?
You got to think it's his time again for the coach of Kansas City. And that time they got Bell for a loss of 1. He was at Kansas City. Haley took him to the playoffs. Matt Castle was his quarterback. Right. We were there for that playoff game.
Against Baltimore.
They lost at Arrowhead. But, you know, Haley was let go by the Chiefs and then came back home to Pittsburgh. A franchise here where his father, of course, was a long-standing executive with this franchise. Dad, Dick, back in the Chuck Noll days.
Well, he's really turned this offense around, and it's helped Ben Roethlisberger really prolong in his career, I think.
Into the third quarter.
The Iranians restarted a nuclear weapons program.
It would have world-altering consequences.
Watch Michael Weatherly in TV's #1 news show, Bull, CBS Tuesday, on December 21st.
Warning, gravity failure.
Nothing happens by accident. Passengers. Rated PG-13.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu is not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yay, great job. 4 times, obviously they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's lovely.
So graceful.
The corkscrew spin, flawless. His signature move, the Flying Dutchman. Poetry in motion.
And there it is, the baby bird.
Breathtaking.
A sumo wrestler figure skating? Surprising. What's not surprising? How much money Heather saved by switching to Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Do you know what's going on?
We woke up 90 years too soon.
There's something they didn't tell us.
There's a reason we woke up early. Our little secret.
Passengers. Rated PG-13.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
When you look at the quarter by quarter, the Steelers in the first and third quarters went from left to right, and they outgained the Bills in the first and the third, 290 to 26 yards.
Well, it's almost bewildering when you watch this today and you see the Steelers, the way they play and how they can play. This game's not over. Listen, I'm not saying that, but they are at 7-5. You go, how could they lose 5 games with all the good play we've seen really from both sides today?
Here's a 3rd and 5 to start the fourth. To the end zone. Almost intercepted. That was Corey White who had his hands on it. Ben was trying to target Ladarius Green.
Over the top. Watch 89 going down the middle. He's so tall. We met him last night. Oh, if he throws it to the back of the end zone, he's going to give him a chance. But Corey White was reading Roethlisberger the whole way.
Well, Roethlisberger so excited to have Green healthy. He's not all the way back, but he said watching him, it's like that Lamborghini that's on the impound lot. You can only watch him through the fence. So you just love to be able to get your hands on it, have a chance to ride it a little bit. Flag before the snap. Setting up as a 35-yarder for Boswell, but it was 4th and 5 also, by the way. Oh, and it's against the Bills.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. 5-yard penalty result in the first down.
Yep, it's just fraction inside of 4th and 5. And as Mike Tomlin says, yep, that's going to put us across for a new set of downs. The offense comes back out.
Well, see if we can see who moves. Oh, yeah, inside. I think that's, let's see what number it was.
I think it was Adolphus Washington, 92.
Adolphus Washington, rookie. 3rd round pick out of Ohio State. You know, that mistake, they've had some trouble lining up today. Boy, this is just not good.
So now, the Steelers have it at the 12. Bell. Once again, slicing and driving down to about 8. Lorenzo Alexander tackled him. Huge 3rd quarter, though. Bell had over 100 yards in the quarter alone.
Yeah, it's everything. It's his style, the offensive line, blocking, and the great thing is he can do it inside, outside. And the other thing, Jim, he doesn't seem to take a lot of punishment when you watch him. You know, you don't see him getting held up, an extra guy hitting him, and then they go back to that neutral zone infraction. More time off the clock, and maybe a touchdown by the Steelers could really make this game almost impossible for the Bills to come back.
2nd and 6. Look at this weight. Never panics, but there was nothing that developed that time. Got another flag out on the far sideline.
Illegal shift, number 82, wasn't set. 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Tonight, a news-making interview with the Prime Minister of Israel. Plus, how effective can TV commercials be? See the one that helped end the war, 60 Minutes. Tonight, only CBS. Rex is saying, you know what, I didn't want to accept that penalty.
Yeah, they're going to, they never.
Correction. Buffalo will decline the penalty.
I never saw Rex or them Pete Morelli, he did not look to the Buffalo sideline to see if they wanted the penalty. He just marked it off. So good job by Rex Ryan notifying them and getting them. He doesn't want to give Ben Roethlisberger and his offense 2 chances. Just give him 1.
Well, there's nothing that crushes him more, though, than seeing someone run the football on him. As much as he loves to run the football on the other side.
Number
And they do it
74
better than anyone on the season. Not today. But Bell's at 196. Don't forget, Ajayi gave up, well, they gave up 214 to him when they played down at Miami. 3rd and 5. Play action, in zone, and intercepted. That is Zach Brown jumping right in front of Jesse James. And the Bills defense comes up with a 3rd interception.
Yep. He had him fooled. Zach Brown, 53. Watch, it goes in. And look at this quick recovery back for the interception. Great job by Zach Brown. Game-saving play.
With class-exclusive 4-corner air suspension for a smooth, controlled, level ride. And the class-exclusive Rambox cargo management system, only Ram, America's longest-lasting pickups, have the power to light up every holiday. And now get great deals at the Ram Big Finish event. Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance on select 2016 Ram 1500 models in dealer stock.
Alexa, ask Uber for a ride.
Okay.
Alexa, pause. Alexa, resume.
Alexa, ask 1-800-Flowers to order Tina Roses.
Okay.
23rd time's a charm.
Boom. Yes. 23rd time is the charm, Cliff.
Yeah, you showed me. Yes, you did.
This must be how Odell Beckham feels when he scores a game-winning touchdown.
This must be how Shelly felt when she won that purple bear. Pepsi.
2 divisional showdowns in primetime. Thursday, the Rams square off against the Seahawks. And Saturday, the Dolphins take on the Jets. Rams-Seahawks on Thursday, then Dolphins-Jets on Saturday on NFL Network.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Several things worked out there for the Bills. Their offside penalty on the made field goal gave a new set of downs to Pittsburgh, but eventually the takeaway by the Bills as Taylor gives it right back. It's intercepted by Burns, the rookie from Miami. Only the 6th time this year Taylor has been intercepted.
Well, he got what he wanted. He had 2 deep safeties, and here's what you do as a quarterback. All you have to do is read it.
After the interception and during a return holding, number 28 of the intercepting team. It's a 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Burns is the corner to the left side up top of the screen. You got this. You go down the middle of the field, watch the safety split, and you be the quarterback. Look down the middle. I thought he was going there. And not only was Burns in position to intercept the pass, so was the safety.
Yeah,
John Davis is going to be there to get it.
No question. He would have had it otherwise. And here were the Bills. Before that snap, they were +3 in the takeaway department for the day and down 2 touchdowns. Kind of like what happened with Oakland at Kansas City on Thursday night.
Yep.
It goes way against the odds.
You know, that and just a lot of unsung heroes here today. And maybe this, it gets, you know, Ben Roethlisberger, 3 interceptions. But we've talked about, how about the secondary of the Steelers? I know it's the Bills' passing offense, but this was a story coming into this game. They've gotten better. I think that, and Sean Davis, Artie Burns are 2 big reasons why.
The rookies are growing up. They're getting important playing time.
I mean, how many plays have you times you called out Sean Davis today. He's everywhere.
He's been all over the field.
We know about the linebackers, and they were down on defensive linemen. They've done a good job against this run defense, or Buffalo's run offense today.
You got a pair of quarterbacks that combined had thrown only 13 interceptions on the season. And now today they've thrown 4 between them.
Tyrod Taylor trying to make a play. Well, they misspotted the football. That's what the holdup was.
Mark it back at the 48.
Number 74,
Give to Bell. He's got a 200-yard game now. Let's go to New York. JB and Coach Cowher.
Detroit making it tough on itself.
Yeah, they're going to get behind again right here. Cravon LeBlanc's going to step in front of this Matthew Stafford pass, return of 24 yards for a touchdown. Detroit in familiar territory, behind in the fourth quarter, 17-13.
I would ask Coach to repeat that again, but let me take it back to Jim Nance.
All right, guys, but this is what Detroit does. They're just setting it up for another last-minute win. They're behind in every game in the fourth quarter, so that's what their storyline is. Bell. Another beautiful, look at the hurdle. Dangerous liftoff, but he lands safely. And he's only the second player to have a 200-yard rushing performance. Ajayi had 2 on his own this year. Bell now with the third one by the second player.
I would get Le'Veon Bell to the sideline if I was Mike Tomlin and go, you know, what are you doing? Jumping up in the air like that. And it's just such a risky play for such a great player.
Now,
I mean, I know it's common. We see it every week. It's the new thing. Try to do it, but once somebody gets hurt, breaks an arm, whatever, I don't think it's worth the.
He's averaging 7 yards a carry today. And that one is another good gain. Not 7, but getting 5 with ease, it seems, every time.
Well, this rushing offense for the Steelers, it says it's 17th in the league. That's only because, you know, Le'Veon Bell wasn't there early in the year. They've had some other, they were throwing the football more. And you talked about Rex Ryan, this rushing defense. Rex Ryan, everywhere he's been his whole career. If nothing else, his defense could stop the run. They have not done that this year. They're going to fall for 25th in the league, and they're going to go lower after this game.
Giving up 2 of the 3 200-yard rushing performances, and now the biggest one of the year in the league. As Bell has established that and adds another 3 to his total.
But 2, you know, it doesn't seem like it was that long ago, does it, Jim? We would do a game and we'd go, when are they going to get this offensive line straight for the Steelers and get it turned around to help this quarterback? And man, they've gotten it straight, and plus a lot.
They got the line, they've got the weapons with Brown, Bell, Ben, the 3 Bs who haven't been together as many times as you might think over the last 2.5 years. 3rd and 2. Somebody put the game really there. 3 at one time. It was a stretch for a while where they had only been together 5 of 25 games in the stretch, where all 3 were dressed at the same time. So stop them short that time. It's 4th down. They're going to bring out Boswell.
Yep. They had every person on defense up there playing run 100%. Mike Tomlin going for the high percentage. Let's kick it. 225 yards.
How about setting a Steelers record? You think of all the backs. That's a Steeler record right there today. Boswell, kick, 37, dead center. And Pittsburgh now ups the lead, 24-7, with 10 minutes to play in Buffalo.
It's the holidays at Verizon, and the best deals are on the best network. With no surprise overages, you can use your data worry-free, and even carry over the data you don't use. And right now, get 4 lines and 20 gigs for only $40 per line. You'll even get the Samsung Galaxy S7, the Pixel, phone by Google, or the Moto Z Droid for only $10 per month. Hurry, these offers end soon. Get the best deals and the best network, only on Verizon.
Viagra single packs, so guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
Well, if you want to sing out, sing out. And if you want to be free, be free. 'Cause there's a million things to be, you know that there are. And if you want to be me, be me. And if you want to be you, be you. 'Cause there's a million things to do, you know that there are.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Verizon. It's always a great gift on Verizon. The Quicksilver Card from Capital One. And by the new 2017 Jeep Grand Cherokee. Jeep free to be.
Some of the collections from the Albright Knox Museum, the 6th oldest art museum in the United States.
Man, Jim went out to get a hot cup of coffee. Tried to lock the door, but you got in. I don't know how you did it.
Tate. And he is dragged down by Chicolo. Third generation Chicolo to play in this league.
Yeah, how about this though? You know, we talked about it. Sean Davis off the corner. He's got 2 sacks today from the safety position. Good tackles. And then we saw the interception by Artie Burns. 2 outstanding rookies in the secondary for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Well, they went first 2 rounds with those.
Yep. The 3rd round pick was a defensive lineman, Hargrave, who was out today, who's, I think, played very well too. So they got to be happy about the production. And they're young.
Throw, but threaded to Clay.
Well, when you watch the Bills, 32nd team in the NFL passing the football, they put so much emphasis on the running game that it's going to hurt the passing game. Very few teams can do both. The Steelers, but the Bills are nowhere close to that. So when they have to throw, sometimes it doesn't look good. You got to do it in the game a lot before you can expect it to be productive all the time.
2nd and 5. Mitchell, let's see. Taylor buying time somehow. Still on his feet, and Dupree just absolutely swarms all over him.
That's the difference. I've said that many times today. You escape most teams. This is a 30-yard run by Tyrod Taylor, but how about the tackles he breaks? 2, 3, but Hallians is what's alarming. The big hit from Dupree.
That Dupree's had a big game too. This is another young defender. Their 1st round pick, just a year ago, out of Kentucky. And that's his 3rd sack of this game. 5th overall. We had McCoy slip through a tackle. And McCoy take off into the secondary. What a run by McCoy to the Steelers 40 after the catch. 41 yards, their biggest play of the game.
Well, they try to blitz, or an overload rush, I should say, to Tyrod Taylor's left. And then Shazier has McCoy and then misses the first tackle. Big key in this game today was to make sure they didn't miss those tackles to give up extra yards. They haven't done it much, but McCoy, boy, can he shake it.
He slipped through 2 or 3 tackles to break that one. Taylor Just throws it away, and there's a Steeler bearing down on him from behind if he didn't get rid of it. JB, Coach Cowher, another update.
Jim Nantz had prescient remarks about Stafford.
Yeah, Jim, he said you had him right where you wanted him. Matthew Stafford doing his Lamar Jackson impersonation. 7 yards, they take the lead, 20-17, 3:17 to go in the game.
Wow, Phil, your partner can see the future. Back to Jim Nantz.
Oh, jeez. James Brown, you don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you, JB.
The last thing
Coach.
we want to hear in this crew.
2nd and 10. Taylor. Again. Oh, it's caught by Clay. And he ducks under and takes off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Artie Burns went for the interception. The rookie we've been talking about misses it. Boy, Tyrod Taylor takes a big hit from Chickalo from behind. And he stays inbound. Looks like Charles Clay does. And the Steelers, two of them collided, knocked each other off. Tyrod Taylor, yes, what a drive, man. Boy, taking some big hits. I think Artie Burns just misjudged the arm strength of Tyrod Taylor. He let that one go, and he got there before he could make the play.
And then he got a 41-yard pass play to McCoy, then a 40-yard touchdown to Clay. Oh, and it hits the upright. No good. Carpenter's 4th missed PAT of the season. Charles Clay from 40 out. Carpenter's extra point. Clanks off the iron.
When I'm with you, the rest of the world fades away. So I got you something that stands out as beautifully as you do.
Le'Veon at Jared. Jared works directly with Le'Veon designers to bring you more exclusive pieces than any other jewelry store in the world, like the Le'Veon Ombre Bracelet featuring Le'Veon chocolate diamonds. The one gift as unique as she is at the only store to find it. That's why he went to Jared.
You love all-day breakfast.
I love all-day breakfast.
But you didn't love that you couldn't get all your favorites all day. But now you love that you can get more all day, like
McGriddles.
So you'll have to find something else to not love, like that itch you can't scratch. Or when people use speakerphone in public.
Seriously, you can't tell a soul.
I promise I won't tell anyone.
For real, okay?
Or accidentally watching episode 4 before you've seen episode 3.
When did DeAndre become an alien?
Get more choices you love, now with all-day breakfast.
1 or 2 or both. Because at VisionWorks, when you buy a pair of glasses, you get a second pair at no additional cost. So an extra pair for you or a pair to share. Whatever you do, you'll see a better you. VisionWorks.
Let's put a new spin on gift giving and go to a place with the best gifts and best brands all in one place. Let's put something under the tree that will get used all year. Right now, this Husky Mechanics tool set is just $59.97, only at the Home Depot.
Monday.
Merry Christmas!
A very Kevin Christmas the whole family will fall for. A new Kevin Can Wait. Then, a Blizzard gas station gifts. What will Santa bring?
Pool toy for Emmy, but it says Trucker's hemorrhoid ring.
Man with a Plan. After Kevin Can Wait. Both shows are new. CBS this Monday.
Ho, ho, ho to you, too.
Boy, they made up a lot of ground in a short time, didn't they? 81 yards. Over 3 plays. The total drive actually was 5-play drive, 82. But that 3rd down pass play to McCoy gave them a little spark and packed up a short while later by another 40-yard play to Clay for the touchdown. The Steelers collide into one another. But a record-setting day for the Steeler running back Le'Veon Bell, breaking Willie Parker's team record of 223 on the ground. He's at 225, Tracy.
Well, Jim, on that last drive, we saw Le'Veon Bell jump high over the defenders, right into the air. And, you know, you were talking about being smart. Well, Mike Tomlin did go over afterwards, had some word for him. And then I spoke with Dr. Bradley, who said, yeah, I told him to be smart. You're giving me a heart attack out there.
Well, it's Not a week that goes by we don't see at some level, college, high school, or pros, where the running backs, receivers, everybody trying to jump over. And
here's Bell. And they trip him up. That's Graham comes up and make the play. Pittsburgh's had the fewest negative plays in the league this year. That's their 45th. That's the fewest by any team. And actually, they're going to give them no gain for that. I thought maybe it was a loss of one, but they do nonetheless. They're always, in most cases, able to work something out of it. He's moving in, by the way, on the Buffalo opponent record of 228, which belongs to Ricky Williams. Play action fake to Bell. Sideline route. Brown with his first catch since early in the second quarter. And he makes the move right around. A little button hook move past the defenders, including Gilmore for 29.
Yeah, it's just a great play. Here's why. Because Buffalo had everybody up there saying we are ready for the run, and they've been getting destroyed by the run, and you have the best wide receiver in the NFL, some people think. Look at all the defenders up near the line of scrimmage, and Roethlisberger the whole time knew he had one-on-one outside, and you got to respect the speed of Antonio Brown. So that changed everything right there.
Into the arms of Zach Brown. Next Sunday, the playoff pecking orders start to fall in place. A little doubleheader action. Then you'll see Pittsburgh at Cincinnati early. The main doubleheader game will be out in Denver. New England against the Broncos. I'll all get started with the NFL Today, presented by Southwest Airlines. Doubleheader Sunday next week on CBS. Well, there you go. Roethlisberger with that pass play to Brown. He needed 205 today. He's got 206. He moves into 10th all time. Passing yardage in league history. And Bell has just established the single greatest rushing mark ever against the Buffalo Bills.
So many good things to talk about. You know, I guess I want to say this. We've watched so much and talked so much about the Steelers and all their good plays. You think this game would have been a blowout, but it's 24-13.
Third and 1 here. And a timeout called from the sideline. Tomlin ran down the sideline and called it, leaving the Steelers with 1.
In life, you have to adapt to your environment. That's why Jaguar's instinctive all-wheel drive system constantly monitors the road surface and driver inputs hundreds of times every second. Outstanding performance all year round. Jaguar all-wheel drive.
For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer during the Unwrap a Jaguar sales event.
Hi, I'm Paul. I used to ask if you could hear me now with Verizon, but I switched to Sprint because their network reliability is within 1% of Verizon. And get this, Sprint has this crazy deal on their new unlimited plan with the 3rd, 4th, and 5th line for free. Yup, unlimited data, talk, and text for your whole crew. A plan like this with AT&T cost you over $200 a month. And Verizon, they don't even have an unlimited data plan. Can you hear that?
Buy one Samsung Galaxy S7 or Galaxy S7 Edge, get one free.
TV's #1 comedy, The Big Bang Theory. Don't miss a new episode, CBS Thursday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by PlayStation. Every day is the big game on PlayStation. Greatness awaits. And by Subway. Try the classic Reuben, stacked with corned beef. Limited time only.
Steelers with a 3rd and 1. Up 11. Coming out of a Pittsburgh timeout. Trying to win for the 4th consecutive game. Play action. Plenty of time. And now just dumping it off to Bell. Challenges the defender. Ihedibo head on and picks up another couple of yards.
Well, just how about the whole play? First off, they throw it when everybody thinks, and I think they're going to run it. Buffalo's ready for it. Now watch Ben Roethlisberger. Here, move on out there so I can drift out here and throw the football. So, and a hit by Le'Veon Bell. Wow. He's a big man. Not as big as he used to be. He was really big when he played at Michigan State, over 240 pounds.
Yeah,
He's cut that down a lot.
He trimmed up when he came to the Steelers, didn't he?
Just made him faster and more dynamic.
2 more and take some time off the clock.
Yeah, how about that? Hey, he needs a 300-yard game, and he's very close. 62 yards rushing. I mean, 236 rushing, 62 passing. I think my math's right.
You're talking about total yards from
total
scrimmage?
yards, yes, that's what I meant. Yes, sorry.
You're close.
I was a math major.
Yeah, I can't challenge you on math today.
Good.
I've learned. Got my glasses fixed a couple of minutes ago. He's 2 yards away from a 300 total yard game. Might get it here. Nope. The Bills are on him in a hurry. So the Bills take the timeout there. Buffalo with a loss is not officially eliminated, but the odds are extremely long with 7 losses. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh appears on its way to a 4th consecutive win. The remaining schedule for them at Cincinnati next week, and then home games against Baltimore and Cleveland.
Well, if they can pull this one out here today, I see 2 really tough battles ahead for sure. You know, Cincinnati, what would they like to play Pittsburgh for? To ruin their season, to take them out of the playoffs if they could. And, you know, of course, we know the Baltimore game's going to be tough. And then Cleveland, as you look at that today, they're losing again today.
Yellow 80! Yellow 80!
Here's a 3rd and 8. And Darius took a little extra frustration out on that tackle, and a timeout called by the Bills. So it's going to bring out Boswell. The game's not over yet. And again, this playoff picture at the moment shapes up like this. Denver's late in the game down at Tennessee and trailing. But you look at all these teams in the hunt. Miami is leading in the 4th over Arizona by a 2-score margin. And there you can see some of the scenarios too for Buffalo. You get into a tie, and not favorable for them in some of the matchups from already this year, having lost. Boswell with the kick, 39 yards out, and he's good. Again, they kept Randy Bullock up today, who made all 3 of his field goal attempts last week, just in case. Boswell, who twisted his back on a onside kick drill the Friday before the Giants game, and he just wasn't able to go last Sunday. Bullock came in at the last moment. They flew him in over the weekend. He got a game ball for his performance.
And you know what? He got the game ball, and what Le'Veon Bell said what? You know,
was it Antonio Brown?
Oh, it was Antonio Brown. What do I have to do to get a game? I think you're not going to get one today, Antonio. Yeah. Might go to this running back if they can hold on here. But, you know, listen, 1 timeout, 3:38 to go. They need 2 scores to tie this up. They got some big plays in that last drive, Buffalo, so. So one thing we've learned in this league, right? It's never over.
Just when you think you've seen it all.
Yes.
I think is what the heading is.
That's a good one.
Atlanta, Kansas City last week. The pick 2. We had one we witnessed down in New Orleans this year.
Right.
It went the Broncos' way to win it. Drive quick take, no run back. Coming up, the Subway post-game show. Join JB, Tony, Bart Boomer, Coach Cowher. Scores and highlights all coming up on the Subway post-game show. And once we get these 1 o'clock set of games final, they'll have all the latest playoff standings and scenarios as well.
The blitz.
And throws it away. All this talk swirling about, will Taylor be the quarterback next year? Got a new contract in the offseason, had a lot of years and a lot of money on it, but really it was only a one-year deal with some options.
It's really an interesting thing. You know, I've talked about it a lot this week, and you know, Tyrod Taylor, his numbers, and I just say, what do you expect his numbers to be when you run the offense they're running, where they're trying to run the football, protect their defense? The run offense is #1 in the NFL. The only way you get good at passing the football is to pass it a lot in games.
Blitzing again, Taylor unloads it. Watkins, did he get both feet down?
They say no. Boy, Tyrod Taylor took a shot.
It was Davis again on him.
Davis again on a blitz. He delayed. Let's see if Watkins gets his feet down. I thought he did.
Boy, that's close.
I didn't see a drag. There's a good hit by Sean.
Got the challenge flag out. And again, with only one timeout, and you know, you got to do something here anyway. You might as well. It's close enough. You got to go for it. You got to challenge it.
Well, let's see if we see that back foot. There's a drag. Oh, there's a good shot. It's down, and it's going to be a completion.
Oh, yeah. A great effort by Watkins.
Yep. But, you know, let me go back to Tyrod Taylor again. You know, I just say this, and you know, everybody is going to, oh, well, you're just always for the quarterback. You're 2 years into this investment with Tyrod Taylor, with time, the coaching. You know, Rex put his job on the line up here when he brought him up here to change or to form a football team the way he wanted it to look like. So are you going to, like, okay, let's start over again with another quarterback? So if my thing would be, if this game is over, let's say Pittsburgh hangs on and wins, I would use the next 3 games and make the game plans around Tyrod Taylor. Let's open it up and see if we need him to drop back more, if we can run the offense in a different way and make it even more productive and more explosive in the passing game. You know, you got to find those answers out, because the way you're asking to play now, Jim, I don't think you can answer that question.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed. It is a catch. Receiver had control 2 feet down. Ball be placed on the 43-yard line. First down.
And what about Rex?
Well,
his future.
You know, I think it's tied together. I do. I don't see any way. Rex Ryan is here. Are you going to let Tyrod Taylor go and start and go in a different direction with a new offense, with another quarterback, with the head coach? I don't know. That's the way I read it. That's just my opinion. And Tyrod Taylor's basically going to get 2 full years of playing experience under his belt when this is over. So it's hey, look, the league fluctuates, no question.
There's a throw right into the arms of Woods. He was touched.
Yep, beautiful throw. It was a seam pass. He was hit. There he goes, hits him over the top. Robert Golden's hitting him as he goes to the ground.
It's Wood's first catch. Goes for 29. We got 3 minutes remaining.
So happy to have Woods back today, too.
Taylor, unaccustomed to having that much time in the pocket. And scrambles out of it and picks up maybe 1 or 2. Not no huddling here, so losing a lot of time.
Just watch the play. Let it go. Watch the seams. Let's see. Should the quarterback have let the football go? Yes, he could have. That's one of those things that's going to frustrate you. But again, lack of passing. You're going to turn on some open receivers.
And that is Nick O'Leary with the catch. His 9th of the season. The grandson of the greatest golfer of all time, Jack Nicklaus, has a gain of 12. And that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
Introducing the Reuben from Subway, a sandwich as full of intrigue as it is flavor. Some say it was invented by deli owner Arnold Reuben, others by Reuben Kolakowski during a poker game, and some insist it was Hollywood starlet Marjorie Rambeau in a fit of crazed hunger. Seriously, the Reuben's past may be debatable, but its great taste is not. Stacked with lean corned beef, Bavarian-style sauerkraut, Swiss cheese, and Thousand Island dressing on new freshly baked rye bread. We don't know where it came from, but we know where you can get it. Only at Subway.
So you like to know your heart rate when you're doing this, and this, and this, and this, and a little bit of this, which means you should probably wear this. Beat yesterday with Vivo Smart HR from Garmin.
Cash in with Macy's Money. Now get $10 rewards for every $50 you spend. Use your Macy's Money on top of coupons and sale prices, even on our best brands, including cosmetics and fragrances. The more you buy, the more Macy's Money you get. Now through Thursday.
The Prime Minister of Israel admits a rocky relationship with the U.S. So what does he expect from the president-elect?
I know Donald Trump. I know him very well.
60 Minutes, tonight.
A high-speed crash.
Lost control of his car.
Sends the team on a dangerous chase.
Outrageous!
A new NCIS New Orleans Tuesday.
Subway post-game show is coming up, and JB and all the crew ready to take you through the finals, including Tennessee has gone final. A victory over Denver, 13-10. This one's not over. 2 minutes to go. The Bills resting at the Steelers' 15. Blitz with a top to pass. Trying to get to the sideline. See, he does. Made a great effort just to get there and lose a yard.
It's a good thing they had a screen on. Good thing they got rid of it quick, because there was another blitzer coming free. He was going to completely wipe out Tyrod Taylor. I think it was William Gay. But, you know, I'm just last thing about Tyrod Taylor. You know, you got to learn. They got to let him go a little. In other words, it's so precise, and it's always don't turn the ball over. You talk about don't turn the football over so much, it makes your quarterback tight. You got to learn to play free and a little looser and make aggressive plays down the field throwing the ball.
2nd and 11. Open in the middle of the field. That's McCoy down to about the 3. Tripped up by Davis.
Blitz that time. Nobody even covering LeSean McCoy. Good job by Tyrod Taylor finding him.
Here's the goal with 1:28 to go. McCoy is in for the touchdown.
That looked easy. Richie Incognito, the left guard, pulls around. Watch 64. He pulls, gets the kick out.
He feasted on that block.
He did. Richie Incognito, boy, he's been a great pickup for him the last 2 years. He's playing All-Pro. He should be an All-Pro again this year. He's been terrific.
All-Pro eater, too.
And he likes to eat.
How about the story he told you the other day about the Thanksgiving dinner at the home of Eric Wood, his teammate and friend. Extra point now. Carpenter's last one with the left upright, no good. But that's just inside to get it to 27-20. They had an eating contest on Thanksgiving Day. A bunch of teammates, family members and all.
Well, players like to compete at everything, and he's one of those guys.
So how do you have an eating contest? You have a weigh-in, and then you say when you're finished, you want to declare it's over because you can only get it once. You can only play the card once. Incognito tipped the scales after his Thanksgiving feast. 9.4 pounds added.
Well, a friend of
no one admired that effort more than our producer, Lance Barrow.
Yeah, as one man said, he goes, you got to be 300-pound once in your life just to enjoy it. But you know, listen, what a good drive by Buffalo right there. And for Tyrod Taylor.
Well, let's see what can happen here with Carpenter.
All this domination we've talked about, and here we are. It's comes down to maybe an onside kick.
And Le'Veon Bell is coming in for the hands team. Yep.
That's right.
Antonio's up there. Hamilton, Jesse James, see them out there. He didn't kick it far enough. Oh my gosh, he shanked the onside kick.
Yes, he did.
Remember, this is a team that carried a kickoff specialist at the beginning of the year, Jordan Gay.
I swear it looked like he tries to kick it. Yes, he did with the toe instead of like a soccer style. And boy, if you're kicking it with your toe, watch this. If it's just a little bit off, yep, got inside the football, shanked it right. He was trying to kick it with his toe, I guess, to get that extra hop that he was looking for that maybe he couldn't have got if he kicked it soccer style. Well, I know Rex Ryan, that's disappointing just to you at least want the opportunity to try to recover the onside kick, of course. But
Buffalo only can stop it once.
Well, Buffalo's got great victory for Pittsburgh to come up here. Anytime you come up in Buffalo and win the game, these kind of conditions, you got to be happy. But for Buffalo, 3 more weeks, it really puts them out of playoff contention. I know maybe not 100%, but they're not going to be able to make it. And they got to find out what they're going to do. And I'm going to go back to that. You talk about the quarterback, let him go the next 3 weeks and see if you can see enough progression in Tyrod Taylor where you say, hey, he's our guy for next year and maybe going forward.
Buffalo didn't take the timeout before. Now they will. And Mike Tomlin is just 44 seconds away from becoming the 3rd Steeler head coach with 100 wins. It's the first franchise that can lay claim to that.
You know,
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, coach, you're probably getting ready for your post-game duties there from 92 to 2006. He got his 100th win in a game at Cleveland in 2002. And back when Chuck Noll did it in 1979, his GM was Dick Haley.
How about that? Todd's father.
And the kneel down. Yeah, it looks like there's a second differential there, but Rex already walking over to shake hands. This is the playoff picture as of right now, with Pittsburgh having gone to 8-5 on the season. And Tennessee is at 7-6. Indy and Houston isn't final yet. See, I'm thinking they might have to run one more play, as I was saying. Well, okay, somehow they let the time elapse. Okay, you let it go. But the story here, above all, is Le'Veon Bell. 38 carries, a Steeler record, 236 yards, and 3 touchdowns to go with another 62 in the passing game on 4 catches. For Phil and Tracy, Jim Nance saying so long from Buffalo. Let's go to JB in New York.
Boy, December football, which we like. Jim, thank you so much. Now we take you to Indianapolis, where Houston is holding to a 5-point lead there. 1:24 left in regulation. Let's join Kevin Harlan and Rich Gannon.
In the slot up top. Turbin in 4th and 1. No timeouts. Luck. To Turbin, he couldn't get it. Great pressure applied by Wilfork and the rookie T.J. Reader. They were right in the face of Luck. Slow to get up, incomplete. On downs it goes to the Texans, and the Colts cannot stop the clock.
Boy, this is a bizarre call, Kevin, on 4th and 1. They try a screen pass. You watch the offensive line and look at McKinney. He does a nice job reacting. He's going to see the screen. Watch the offensive line. They get out in front. They're trying to throw the screen pass to Turbin. The pressure gets to Luck. Terrific effort by Vince Wilfork. Watch him push the pocket. And the reason he gets a free
Dwight Freeney's had a great impact on him.
Yeah, and I'm actually going to go, Jimmy, and throw some love out there to those coaches. I think Mike Smith, the defensive coordinator for Tampa, in that 5-game winning streak, this defense has stepped up. And believe you not, if things change in Jacksonville with their head coaching job, I got a feeling this is the guy that's going to take his place.
Did you ever celebrate when you made a sack?
Jimmy, no. Jimmy broke, not anything like that. I'm hard to kill on the ground. I don't go off the ground.
How about the Pittsburgh Steelers? Your Steelers have won 4 in a row. They're among the hot teams in the league. We'll talk about Week 15 when we see you again for the pregame show next Sunday. It's Chevy's most dependable plays of the day. It's the season for giving and receiving, as Week 14 proved to be another crucial week for those teams fighting for playoff position. The Dolphins and the Steelers weathered the storm, while the Packers kept pace on a frigid day at Lambeau.
Fox Sports thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League. For NFL news and highlights, go to NFL.com.
So can I redeem my Rapid Rewards points at any time?
Yes to any seat, any day, anytime. That's transparency.
Do you know what's going on?
We woke up 90 years too soon.
There's something they didn't tell us.
There's a reason we woke up early. Our little secret.
Passengers, rated PG-13.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu's not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yeah, great job. 4 times, obviously they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
On December 21st.
Warning, gravity failure.
Nothing happens by accident. Passengers, rated PG-13.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
This is DirecTV, now part of the AT&T family and home of the Red Zone, the Fantasy Zone, the Dan Patrick Show, 20 years of NFL Sunday Ticket, Rich Eisen, and America's premier source for sports entertainment.